But everybody talking about something, I can't wait until cheating becomes illegal. I'm getting sick and tired of everybody on this motherfucking app and on social media talking about they're so fucking loyal. Bitch, somebody's lying. The amount of people that be getting cheated on and everybody on this motherfucking app talking about something, I'm loyal, I'm the most loyal, I'm just looking for the most loyal, da 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 da. Somebody's fucking lying. And I just want to know where the cheaters at. Where are the cheaters at? Because if you're a cheater, just say you're a cheater. Like, why? Be who you are.
Y'all gonna hate what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Cheating is not enough to leave that man. Y'all looking at me crazy, but it's true. I'm sorry, but I wholeheartedly believe that every single man cheats. And if you getting up under this post saying, oh, my man don't cheat, my man don't this, that means he's good at it. Long story short, if that man is treating you well, you are taken care of, you're not getting hands put on you, you feel me? He's providing. Cheating is at the bottom of the list. All the bitches about to get in my comments like, oh, sis, there's people who don't cheat out there. Da, 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 da. Find them. Every single man cheats, sweetheart. And the sooner y'all accept that, the sooner you'll be happier.
Have you ever cheated on somebody before? Look, this is a safe place, and we know people are getting cheated on. I would just like to know the cheater's perspective. I ain't never cheated on somebody before, but I almost did. I was this close. See, what had happened was I went to a photo shoot, right? Went to a photo shoot, and one of them niggas came in. I was like, oh, nah. I was like, this might be the love of my life. I was staring at him, and I was accidentally, like, touching him in conversation. Like, he was talking, I was like touching his shoulder and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm touching this nigga's shoulder? What the fuck? Then mid-conversation, I'm like, oh my God, I have a boyfriend. That nigga made me forget my whole relationship. I was like, oh my, this is how y'all be getting got. This is how it happens. I ain't never knew that. I didn't know that sometimes this could happen like this. My loyalty was tested and I almost failed. I almost gave into temptation. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm horrible. Mind you, my nigga at the time helped me get ready to go to this place. And I was like, wow, this could have been horrible. Then imagine a nigga help me get ready to cheat. Ended up leaving the nigga because I felt like that was emotionally cheating. I'm like, wow, like I was about to risk it all. You know, shit happens, we humans. But when you cheated, what happened, huh?
But men and women are different too. And I feel like with women...
Not really.
But women cheat a lot. I've said this before. I feel like there's a lot of women...
Finna cancel your ass.
I've said it. I already have a clip that went viral on this. Women cheat a lot more than... Not a lot more, but women cheat a lot and they're way more quicker and way more slicker than men. Because women will stick to the routine. Men will switch up. All of a sudden, the man's acting weird. He didn't he's not answering the call. A woman will come home, feed you, hey baby, everything in the whole routine is the same. You will never know. And men, I love y'all, but y'all are not as like tuned in. Like women, intuitively, we feel things. We're checking everything. Y'all be checked out. Oh, she home, she cool, we had sex. Y'all are not checking so hard. So women, they do be cheating and they be slick than a motherfucker. I know plenty of women.
Oh, now you know plenty.
No, I'm saying like that are not my friends, but I know plenty of women and stories of women who be cheating and doing their thing on the low. That's the truth. I have said that before and I do stand on that. And women are way more slicker. We're just more slick, conniving. Men just be sloppy.
We were together, living together, all of that. And, you know, he was a cheater. I was a cheater. We cheated. But the thing was that...
Wait, back up. Hold on. You ain't going to jump over that. Hold on. Because I got a question.
We know the story.
So if you cheated, did he know you were cheating? Was it like...
Him and my side piece got into a altercation. Face to face. I was there. I said, y'all messy, I'm finna go. So I left the scene because I didn't want to be a part of that. When he came home, he just came in, and he's a very mild dude. Like, he could get with it, but, you know, he said, Tiffany, we can't continue to go through this. I said, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm going to let it go. And I did. And fast forward, maybe like 4 years later, I caught him with his side chick at the house because he thought I was out of town. So I was with a man, and I just had this conversation with him just the other day. I said, the only reason why I had somebody, because you had somebody, and I wasn't trying to leave. You gave me a comfortable life. I wasn't going to just leave like, I ain't going nowhere, because what she wanted was my seat.
Yeah.
And a woman can't have your seat unless you get up.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be at home twiddling my thumb. He never disrespected me. Nobody ever came to me as a woman. The only reason why I even knew he was stepping out was because he questioned me about what she was telling him. I said, if she's all in my business, she's sleeping with you. That's your woman, your side chick. I said, don't come to me and ask me no questions about what another chick is telling you. Oh, no, she's my friend. Shut up. You done already told. See, this is the thing I already knew. But why make a big deal out of something you not leaving? So I just played along. And after that incident happened, I think 3 months, a couple of months later, I saw my side. I cut communications off, but I saw him. And he came to me. He said, I just want to apologize to you. You know, I was just in my feelings. I said, you knew what this was. You knew what it is, and you should have played your position. But you want to get upset because you felt like you were the better man. And you wanted me with you. That's not where I wanted to be. You had your time and your turn. You didn't want to do that. I know. He was like, but I just want to know what did you do to him? I said, what you mean? When I left, I guess they got into it or whatever. And my guy told him, if you know anything about Tiffany, she going to do what she want to do. I was here before you, and I'm going to be here after you gone. So, you know, he understood what type of woman I was. I knew what type of man I had. When you finally get tired, when you know that you done gone as far as you gonna go with somebody, you make your exit strategy. So that's what I did.
Hey Tech Talk. So I have been in a relationship for almost 5 years, and we have a beautiful 1-year-old daughter together. We definitely had our ups and downs, and it's mostly due to him being a cheater. He's cheated on me multiple times, and this time around, I found girls in his phone. He was texting like good mornings and like talking about potentially linking up, but it doesn't seem like none of that went through. And I just do not trust him at all. It's a struggle. I've struggled between wanting to keep my family together, sticking it through until nursing school, because he is financially like a hold of everything. Like he pays for everything. So it's like I'm stuck between like choosing my happiness and my well-being, my mental health, and just being like securing my future for my daughter, for myself. It's like, what do I do? I don't know. I'm just tired.
All right, man. Let's talk about modern women obsession with cheating. A lot of times with a lot of guys, you know, it's a forced deal to cheat. It's like unspoken rules where, you know, when you get in this, you know, United States, this European tradition of values, when you with a woman, it is, you know, understood when y'all start kicking it that you only sleep with her. But, you know, in the Bible, they talked about multiple great men having multiple women. You don't hear too many monogamous stories in the Bible. And, you know, that's why you got the ratio from men and women, where you have so many women to one man. The society is built for polygamy. And that's what it is. But they, you know, everything they've done is to try to control the population. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, a rainbow community, aka Backdoria, you know, to, you know, poisoning people with food, to, you know, feminizing men, to making men more masculine. You can look at the Mouse Utopia. And a lot of women have an obsession with men cheating, right? And it's just to seem to be an obsession. Now, it is dangerous, and I will go over that. But it seems to be an obsession where if he cheat, he leave. If he beat me, you know what I'm saying, I stay. I mean, it ain't that bad. They draw the line at cheating. Now, for the most part, once you understand how women think, which makes no sense, they will go cheat. they will leave you for cheating, right? You know, leave their kids, leave the man for cheating, and go out there and get absolutely nothing but penetration. And also come back to the guy because that's who you most likely probably pair bonded with. You only get one or two, maybe three guys you pair bond with in a lifetime for a woman. And you still give him access to your body while he can do what he want to do. Right? And you feel like, guess what? I don't have to listen to him. I don't have to be under his leadership. We can just sleep together, be cool, be cordial, and that's it. Right? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why not stick with them and put boundaries on an open relationship if that's what you choose to do? And most men are not built for, you know, monogamy. And you got a lot of men that's not built for polygamy. That's a fact. A lot of guys can't put up with the stress of dealing with multiple women. Right? And a lot of guys just can't have sex with one woman. Right? This is why they got that running joke that the guy only want to get married, you know, when it's libido or it's, you know, his shit don't get up as much, which kind of makes sense. But for enough guys that been out here that had women and had experiences, for the most part, you get tired of dealing with the crazies. You get tired of dealing with the abortion scams or the pregnancy scares, or you get tired of the STDs and STIs and stuff. You know, you get tired of those type of scares and going to take your test and, oh my God, do I got something? Oh, you know what I'm saying? You get tired of that shit, you know? And there's a level of peace that comes with one woman. Either no woman or one woman, especially while you're building something. And I've said this on, I got to rebuff a Dr. Umar video I did, but I said this on the Dr. Umar video, that if he got a woman or if he had a wife or didn't focus on women, he'd be more accomplished than what he is. He'd get shit done. He'd have got the school done. He'd have reached his goals. And he would have. He truly would have. But where they draw the line at cheating, they don't draw the line at abuse. They don't draw the line at being homeless. They don't draw the line at being broke. A lot of them draw the line at cheating, and when you cheat, they give you the threat of, I'm going to leave you, I'm going to leave you, I'm going to leave you. And a lot of guys cheat, believe it or not, and want you to find out they cheating so they can get out the relationship. Because, yeah, you be like, well, a lot of guys can't articulate they want to leave a woman. You know, why not just leave? And that's one of the craziest things. When people ask, why not just leave? It has to be a rhetorical question, or it has to be a question of lack of experience. You just can't up and leave a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know, when people try to leave and a partner, you know, go crazy or unalive them. You know what I'm saying? It happens at a higher clip than you think. You know, especially for women and men. The dude down there in Austin at the barbershop. The dude down there in Birmingham, Alabama. You know? So, you know, domestic violence, it goes both ways. It's just not reported as much from men and women because men fear the police. Because it ain't going to go that way. But they draw the line at cheating. But the funny thing about it is, women, why do you still give that man access to your body? And then you go out here and you try to date and you try to find another relationship while still sleeping with this man. God ain't going to send you nothing healthy. Or if you sleeping around, you know, I'm dating multiple guys, you're not going to, y'all can't even pick where y'all want to eat at. How are you going to pick between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you give parameters for polygamy. Some women will give parameters. And unfortunately, a lot of times this polygamy thing happens because, because the woman woman left a man or whatever happened. Most times she leave and she find out she can't get what she got with him. You know, and I'm talking about financial and the emotional support and the care. You got to know women. They love to have every chick on every place on the board covered. All right, sex is one thing. Then they want you to be, you know, more into intimacy. They want you to be more into foreplay. They want to have that emotional support. They want to have that masculine dialogue with you, that masculine energy around. So them just getting dick down is not enough. Trust and believe me, they can say that all they want to. Nigga, you know, he dick you down and then leave you there. You don't get the cuddle, or you don't got that, you know, sleep with a guy with that peace of mind and that protection and that security that you get. So a lot of guys cheating, like I said, for them, I mean, you have to be able to master your sexual discipline, your dick discipline. If you can't master that, you can destroy everything that you're going to build or were going to build or is building. You can destroy everything. And the dangerous side about cheating is that you got, you know, you open it up for people to get sick. You open up for STIs, STDs. You know, you open it up for, you can tell the other woman, oh, I got a woman, but in her mind, she think you leaving, even if you never say you did that. Now your wife becomes a target, or the woman becomes a target, even if you tell the truth to everybody. Women believe what they want to believe. Sometimes the experience is so good with a man, they plotting on how to get rid of that woman. They plotting on how to steal that woman. They don't want to share. And on the other side, you got women that understand, they just don't want it to be exposed that they will share men. And it's not like they're sharing, you know, Bill Gates, or they're sharing ball player number one. They're sharing homeless niggas. They're sharing dudes who don't have money. So that just lets you know it's based down to attraction and sex. And then you got some women that it ain't known, but they understand that it's another woman in the game. And they're amongst the thinking of, as long as long as he keep this covered and I don't find out, when my friends will find out, we have an understanding. But first and foremost, you must control your sexual loins. You must have dick discipline. You must control it. Now, guys that don't have options, you know, they get into a relationship and then they get options because women smell other women on you, just like they smell money. And now you're being tested. You be like, I don't understand why guys can't be monogamous. For guys who never had the experience of having choices. And believe it or not, it's a lot of guys who don't even have choices for fat and ugly women. They don't even have those choices. So for guys who actually have choices, everybody got choices. Everybody, you know, or they become to have choices because they get one woman, because then it's easier to get two or three. That's the true test of time. It's like guys who look at, you know, guys that be in DV situations, whether true, half true, or in the middle. Oh, I never do that. You never been in that situation before. That's what I tell y'all. You know, don't speak on something that you ain't never been through. You can like, okay, I seen this, but if you when you see God, when you go through it, you kind of understand it's not as plain and simple as people make it seem. You know, it's not as cut and dry. A lot of it is lies. A lot of them is hysteria. A lot of them it's flat out lies or twisting the truth. And it's the same thing with with you know, dudes, you know, not have, you know, dudes, you know, not understanding why other guys cannot just be faithful to one woman, because you really ain't been in it. And a lot of guys, they have their fun, and then, you know, they have their fun and they good. They go settle down with one woman. They have that epiphany, or a child might come along, or they might just want a wife, or they just might want to build something. It's hard to build something when you fucking everything. It becomes a complication. When your mind is on pussy, it's hard to build. It's hard to build anything. Real talk, it's hard to build anything. So most men must understand that it's a power in monogamy, and I speak on that on another time. It's a power in monogamy, but honestly, um, honestly, you know, when women drawing the line, I get it with STIs and STDs, but a lot of times it's the shame of getting caught cheating. It's like, oh, everybody knows. It's like, you know, they always they operate like cats. They like to just do their dirt and shit and piss in private and act like they didn't do it. We understand y'all be doing it. And then on the other side, it's because a lot of them be cheating. A woman that's always constantly accusing you of cheating, right? Either some type of trauma in her past, or she's living through the internet and seeing all these cheating stories on the internet, right, with celebrities and stuff, or she's a cheater. She's a cheater. She's a cheater. She's a fucking cheater. So that's one thing that you have to understand. A lot of these women, they just projecting, and they like to get one leg up on you before you get a leg up on them. Don't even give you a chance. They like to get one leg, oh, I had to cheat first, and this, that, and the third. And they don't understand that them really cheating is what's really, because of how their body's built, is what's really spreading diseases the way it is. You're not built for polygamy. I'm not, you're not built for, polygamy. You're not built for that. But also, if y'all all want the same guy, and I think it's really the 90-10 rule, but we call it the 80-20 rule. Why would those elite, and those, it doesn't really matter as far as financial. A lot of times this is just raw attraction, right? Height, size, skin color, jawline, whatever, body build. If I'm a guy, if I'm 20% of men, and I can have all the 80% or 10% to 90% of women I can have, why would I be faithful to one? Especially when a lot of them 80% are the same. The only time that I feel like men really want to be faithful is when they tired of playing the field, or they don't have the options to play the field, or they didn't have some fun, you know what I'm saying, had a scare or two, or just had some fun, and they ready to settle down. They ready to build something. They know you can't build anything with multiple women. Once you build it, you can deal with multiple women, but more than likely, you're not going to sustain it, and it's going to be destroyed. So don't forget, it's going to be destroyed. So is a lot of guys focus on get one woman is because, okay, I did this, that, and the third in college, or I had this, I'm good. I found well, out of them 80% of women, I found the good woman. I found the woman that's outstanding. When you tell Sugar Free if she's standing outside or she outstanding, he couldn't even say nothing. But she's outstanding. You like, man, this girl's amazing. And you notice a lot of the women that get picked like that, they not the most beautiful women. They not the bad bitches. They not the baddies. They not the hood rats. They're high caliber women you can just tell that they walk they just have a certain standard about them. You can look at a woman and be like, well, I know she married. Look at her finger, bam. It's an energy and an aura about them. They character, they have morality, integrity. They care about their family. They care about their husband. And they understand they still gonna get everything that they want without even having to beg for it, to ask for it, to sell pussy for it. Those are women of integrity. Women know if I just show a little reciprocation, I got them. But that's all I had to say. I didn't mean for it to just go on this long. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. It's on the link in the description. I appreciate y'all for y'all joining the Patreon. Please join my Patreon and my Jermaine Dupree and Diddy boys. But hey, Diddy, hit the link in the description. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, people.